darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. The secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. With your eyes open, see with your eyes closed. Drive into the sunset, leave it all on the road. 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 Remember them all, still hear their call. Remember them all, still hear their call. Remember them all, still hear their call. Remember them all. Catch me as I fall. I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire. Darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. The secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. I'm ready for the fallout. I'm ready for
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Friday, July 26th, 2024. And of course, that means it's time to get mining. Could be playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition today. Continuing to build up my base and my tram system. Without further ado, let's get into the game. With the addition of my tram system, I am considering the mine to be part of the base. So, because I know in previous go live posts and whatnot, I've referred to building up my base and my mine. This is just because as I add features to this map, I want to make sure that, those features, well, get featured. So, that being said, we're going to keep digging my mine, expanding the open space. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, well, what about those pillars that you keep leaving all over the place? Aren't you losing out on potential materials? And, well, yes, losing out on potential materials by not digging out everything in the mine is a potential risk. It does also leave out the very nice lighting that I have going on. Now, I could go back through and replace all those pillars after digging them out, as I tend to do when I'm filling in holes that have been left by the digging. The digging out of these materials, like this copper vein here. But, it's a personal choice. I really have no reasoning for it other than it's a personal choice. Back for the rest of these iron and gold ore once I have this section dug out. Yesterday was just weird. Well, not yesterday, but the day before was just weird. Actually, the last couple of days have been weird. I really have no reason as to why, other than I just have been kind of out of it. But, I'm back into it. everything's running smooth today. Alright. Now, I do also want to mention that I am going to be going to a adults only Nerf night at the local Nerf arena, Gotcha Arenas, and that I am super excited about because I'm going to try and get some footage of the Nerf fight via my GoPro. And I just think it's super cool that they have a adults only night. Most of the Nerf arenas that I've seen, including this one, don't allow you to bring your own blasters, and usually have an FPS cap. But they are, well, they technically have an FPS cap, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you can't exclude a blaster just because it has a slightly higher than average FPS. In my opinion, especially if said blaster is available on store shelves, such as the Nexus Pro X. I bought it from Walmart. I actually went to Walmart, I bought it off of Walmart.com, but I went to my local Walmart and I picked it up. And took it home. And it supposedly has a very high FPS of nearly 200. For those who are not familiar with firearms parlance, FPS is feet per second. That's the muzzle velocity of the blaster in question. It's commonly used in Nerf, airsoft, paintball, actual pew-pews. But, you know, foam flinging is a fun hobby if you have the money to get into it, because some of these blasters could be expensive. For example, the Mag and Grip Flywheeler Diana is a very expensive blaster at nearly, depending on where you go, nearly $300. Whereas my preferred Mag and Grip sidearm blaster, the Worker Nightingale, which I have the semi-auto version, ranges in price depending on the model or the version and the model, anywhere from $60 to $100, give or take. I mean, it depends on if you go with version 1 or version 2, and if you go with the full auto or the semi-auto. I have the V1 semi-auto, So that means it shoots one foam dart per trigger pool. I think as a sidearm, semi-auto is the way to go. Having a full auto sidearm is a little ridiculous. That being said, there's that out of darts add-on that is a full auto blaster that attaches to your main blaster that I would love to get my hands on to increase the effectiveness of my Nexus Pro X. But I don't know. I just think sometimes things can be a little overkill, especially if you're going for a minimalist loadout. My minimalist loadout is my main, the Nexus Pro X, my sidearm, the V1 Worker Nightingale semi-auto, and that's it. Now, I do want to eventually add a couple of Nerf claymores and grenades. Well, not claymores, but landmines. Well, no, they would be claymores. Remote detonated claymores that you can get, that you load up with like Nerf rival rounds, and they shoot out the Nerf rival rounds, or the hand grenades that shoot out Nerf rival rounds, or half-length darts. You really don't want to try and load one of those remote activated claymores or the grenades with anything more than rival rounds or or half lengths, because if you try and put full length darts in there, it isn't gonna do much. You're not gonna be able to load more than just 1 or 2 rounds in there. Totally forgot I'm out of torches. Alright. Let's go get some more torches. Thankfully, not having enough torches to fill everything gives me a good place of reference as to which way to go. Let's run, because frankly my mine is getting a little big. Once I'm satisfied that my mine is symmetrical, you know, the same number of sections up as down, I'm thinking I'm going to start a second chamber. if I have any mushrooms in that. Nope. Alright, let's grab those, toss the mushrooms in there. Damn cat. Charlie ACP, thank you for joining. I super appreciate it. Alright, let's go ahead and get the coal so that I can make my torches. Oops. Alright, I need to find a place to put these sticks. And we are definitely going to need to what's this? Copper grate. Ooh. Makes me think maybe oh, this stream's going good. And Diva, happy Friday as well. See, I think this might be a good replacement for the iron bars that I use as the ventilation. I think. Yep. I am definitely gonna need to go on a. Lemons are sweet. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on a lava run here. Toss those in there, put the empty buckets there. Ah, shoot, that's right. It's nighttime. I can't go on a lava run until it's daylight. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Comfy fish. Man, everybody wants me to take a drink. Ugh. Thank you for the follow. Alright. Let me show you why I had to wait until daylight. See, I have... Okay. Because... Alright. I think I have to do, what? 5 more? 2, 3, 4, 5. Today's drink of choice, of course, is actually a slight mix. Usually I just do my dubby. Seriously, I don't have that much water in my cup. I'll do it. There we go. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, drink of choice. Dubby Merc Mayhem. It's a cherry limeade flavor, really tasty. But I actually have it mixed with Crystal Light Fruit Punch, which is also really tasty. There we go. And that announcement about the merch, I am seriously considering shutting down my merch store temporarily. Mainly because I decided to upgrade the Stream Elements merch store to the new vendor, and I have to redesign a lot of stuff because the designs I was using for my current merch, or my original merch, no longer work. There we go. Yeah, I started updating my, when I got the new merch store set up, I started uploading all my graphics, and I'm realizing all of my graphics are too low resolutions. I have to redo all of the graphics for my merch. All right, let me see here. Copper bulb? Oh, I so am intrigued. Is that a new light source? Alright. Let's see here. Darn cat, man. Stop jumping into the irrigation ditches, you stupid cat. Cat keeps hissing because it keeps jumping into the water, and it's like, stop jumping into the water and you wouldn't be hissing so much. Let's put the rest of these away. Excuse me. Alright. Well, the ore is smelting. Let's go ahead and... Though I do like the idea of having a cat in the garden, because the cat in the garden should keep rabbits out. There we go. I don't want to lose momentum here, because unfortunately my mine is quite large. missed some iron ore there. Don't do that. Ever. That was a stupid thing for me to do. Standing underneath the hole and digging straight up. If there had been lava or water, lava especially, or gravel, I could have seriously injured myself. Alright, let's go ahead and count these out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so there's 16. Now, going back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, perfect. Means I can start the new chamber. Go. Go. There's a lot of work that needs done when I do this. Perfect. And we just keep going. I'm only gonna do a 2x2 for this initial digging out of this new mine chamber. give new viewers a bit of a tour of the base and the tram system, which is honestly my pride and joy of this particular world. Go. I always try and clear it out in a 3x3 configuration. Just because I like the symmetry of it. I'll get the rest of the material, the ore, out of here after I've completed the initial digging. Oops. I think I screwed that up. Yep, I screwed that up. That's okay. An easy fix. Although it is the the OCD part of my autism is really making that screw up bug me. Sound of using a pickaxe to dig through dirt. And gravel. Especially when you're standing right next to it. The audio file is very harsh. And the fact that I'm using these IEMs is just makes things so much worse. And the fact that I'm using the foam, these aftermarket foam tips for my IEMs is just makes things super harsh. A lot of people have in the past asked my control layout, you know, when it comes to the gaming, and for the most part, I try to use keyboard and mouse whenever possible, but with Minecraft, I just feel like a controller feels like a more natural fit. just gotta get this. So I do use a controller for Minecraft. I also use a controller for when I play Halo, but that's because I'm using the xCloud access to play Halo, since the PC version of Halo Master Chief Collection seems to be buggy right now. I feel like it might be a purposeful bugginess on the part of Microsoft to push people towards playing xCloud. And while yes, Master Chief Collection on xCloud does have keyboard and mouse control, I haven't tried it, mostly because I find the keyboard or the cursor to be buggy as all get out. It will flicker between the system pointer and the Halo Master Chief Collection pointer, and it bothers me. So I decided to go full controller on Halo, even though I have played Halo Master Chief Collection PC version with keyboard and mouse. Alright, almost done here. Go back over here. I'll fill in the evident gaps after I'm done collecting all the materials. Whoops. Did not mean to put that there. Alright. Cool. There we go. Materials have been collected. Let's go back over here, collect the gold ore. Normally I would just leave that hole as it is, but I figure I'll fill it anyway. Okay, I think I got all of that. And there we go. Oh, you come over here and fill this. There we go. I'm missing some torches here, but that's okay. I've got the basics down. Oh, I actually do have 2 torches left. Why am I not putting the torches up? There we go. that I don't have to go slow to count, I can just sprint through here. And I'll take you on a tour of the base, which I will be improving with a security wall, security gate, and lava moat. So this is the entrance to the mine. I like having the skylights because lets in some natural light, and then I have torches in there for at night. I don't know why these lights are not turning off during the day, but yeah. So let's start first with the main house. This is the first floor. I've got my main stuff here. You know, the usual sections. And you've got your furnaces for smelting, gear upgrader, crafting table, repair and disenchant grindstone, repair and name anvil, bed for sleeping, storage for the lava buckets. Next floor up is main storage. This is where all my materials get stored. Food, random stuff, more random stuff, stones, metals and ores, more random stuff, mostly stone but also some random, mostly stone, and more random. Then if we take the ladder, the third floor here is going to eventually be more storage. And then if we continue up the ladder, we have the sky bridge, which takes me to the enchanting room. Got storage for books, storage for what I call enchanting juice, which is basically just experience potions, which the game calls Bottle O Enchanting, but whatever. Storage for lapis, the enchanting table. I like using the lanterns for the enchanting room lighting simply because, well, it just adds a slight air of brain fart. This is the lighthouse number 1 / observation tower, which allows me to look out over the map in a few directions. And the only access to the enchanting room and the lighthouse number 1 is through the main house. Okay. And here's the garden. I've got mainly your usuals, pumpkins, watermelons, carrots, beets, berries, wheat. I've got a bit of a sugarcane farm going here. This is the nether portal. here I have the livestock paddock. Got cows on the first floor. I use the scaffolding for getting up and down. Sheep on the second floor. Pigs on the third floor. And chickens on the fourth floor. Those are your main sources of meat, leather, and your wool for making things. And if we come around here, behind the main house, you can see the towers for the enchanting room and the observation tower. I have my stable for my horse. And then we have here the guest house. Which I kind of built a little different. You know, I've got some awnings and some flower pots and everything. You've got a kitty cat here, some floor lamps, wall lamps. This is just a lounge for people to chill out on or in. Here's the guest bedroom. Got beds and personal storage for each guest. This is the guest storage where guests who come by can, store the community. It's basically the guest house community storage. Then we have here a rooftop garden with some more exotic plants. Got a tree. I'm thinking I'm going to add another piece of dirt just to make it a little easier to access the honey. And I might fill that in because that's kind of a health hazard. And then if we come over here, we have access to lighthouse number 2, which, as you can see, is lit with wall lamps. These are add-ons to make things a little more nice looking. This tower is slightly taller. And again, here's the observation tower with the lanterns. Now you can look out over everything and see. And then if you don't want to climb the stairs, you can just boingy, 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 boingy. Alright, then we close the door. And if we come over this way, we have 2 special features. We have the garbage incinerator, let's go ahead and drop a few things in there. And then drops into the lava pit. Close the incinerator door. And over here, we have the boathouse, which has nice lighting. And I really only have the 2 boats right now, but I think because I may have taken some boats out and not replaced them. And then if we come over here, we have the entrance to the main base access to the tram system. So let's go ahead and take a ride on the tram system. Get in the minecart. I've got access towers, access slash exhaust towers, which were very, very needed for when I was building this. Then you've got emergency exits near every access tower. So that, you know, if you're being pursued and monsters have gotten into the tunnel, you can quickly duck out, destroy any one of these emergency exit doors, and it will instantly flood that section of the tunnel. This is done intentionally so that if something happens, you get attacked while you're in the tunnel, you can flood the tunnel. This tram system, which is very, very loud, was originally conceived by me after playing World of Warcraft and seeing the underwater tram tunnel between Stormwind and Ironforge. Alright, here's the first stop on the tram system. Be careful not to push the minecart so that it keeps going on its own. This stop here is the Ocean Temple that I'm currently in the process of renovating into a secondary underwater base. As you can see, I have cleared out most of the water. Using a process where I filled the area with glass blocks and then to displace the water, and then destroyed the glass. Which, believe me, was difficult. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this temple just yet, but ouch. I may put glass blocks back as a safety feature. But yeah. Cleared out all the water. Created this airlock system just in case the tunnel gets compromised. Get back in the minecart and continue on the tram system tour. Our next stop is the junction, where we can either go straight on or we can go to the left. If we go to the left here, the tram system takes you to stop number 2. Well, that's going to be a problem. But whatever. Stop number 2 is the second island, which includes a few different... You know what? I'm going to go into creative here so it makes it easier to give you the tour. So this island included not one but 2 different villages and a nether portal temple, an unfinished nether portal temple. Well, it's actually all one big land, but I'm probably going to add an above ground rail system later on. Let's go ahead and use the access tower to get back down. Let's continue the tram and continue this in survival mode. The last stop on the tram system takes you right to the next village, which was actually the first village I discovered. Honestly, I don't know where everyone is. But, yeah, cool little village, so you can trade with the villagers. Alright, let's close the door, get back on the tram. This tram system took a long time. 1 day a week for an hour at a time, plus some like maybe 2 or 3 hours of outside of the stream work. This whole system took maybe 4 months to complete. But it was totally worth it. a second underwater area that I want to link to with my tram system. If I'm going to do that on stream or maybe do it off stream, but this is a fun little thing. You know, it gives this world a little more depth. Got some dolphins swimming by. Now, if you look down here, whenever you see the gold section in the center, that is where the towers are. So if you're ever lost and you need to find a tower, you can just look down. Alright. Well, that is my base and and tram system in a nutshell. If you want to see more of this, make sure to follow. A subscription would also be appreciated to help support the channel. Make sure I can continue doing this. You can go. I'll make sure to have an updated link for the merch store next week. So that's pretty much it. I will be back on tomorrow, or I will be back on TikTok today at 7 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. GMT, playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, continuing to grind through the ranks. I know I've been missing a couple of days this week from my TikTok stream, mostly because I get so tired, I can't stay awake. If you want to get some Dubby for yourself, the drink that I've been drinking today, you can head over to dubby.gg, use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout, save 10% on your order and help support the channel. Get yourself some great flavors. They have awesome flavors. They have hydration flavors. They even have some canned energy drinks now, as well as some really cool merch, stickers, and bags and everything. So go over and check them out. You can also check out their mobile app that available on the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on your mobile platform of choice. And then I will be back on here tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. GMT, playing some tomorrow Saturday. So Star Wars The Old Republic, continuing my adventures with the dark side of the Force. So, till either 7 a.m. Pacific today over on TikTok or 5 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, right back here on Twitch. Peace out. Stay frosty. And I hope everyone has a great day.
This is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.